Welcome to this week's Rogers McHugh YouTube video. In this week's episode, we're going to be discussing all about branding. Let's go. Welcome to this week's Rogers McHugh YouTube video. In this week's episode, we're going to be discussing branding and why I always turn up to the office in the Rogers McHugh logoed polo shirt. So, I suppose the question that I get asked quite a lot is why am I always coming into work in Rogers McHugh polo shirts every single day of the week? Come rain, wind or shine, I'll be donning the Rogers McHugh polo shirt in the office. And there's a couple of reasons for that. I suppose the first one, which is a little bit of a flippant reason, is that it means that I don't have to decide what I'm going to wear in the morning. I get up and I already know what I'm going to be wearing. I think it was Steve Jobs that said that the human brain can only make so many decisions in a day, and obviously by deciding what to wear, you're already eliminating one of the decisions that you're capable of making that day. And I don't know whether I buy into that. Apparently decision making is tiring. That may be the case. However, for me, the most important reason is branding. So one of my mottos is always be branding. And with the greatest respect, I think if I said to you now, what is the clothing company that's got the tick-like logo, I'm pretty confident you would all be screaming at your screens saying that it's Nike. And you'd be correct. So, do I really need to be a walking advertisement for Nike by wearing one of their shirts, t-shirts, polo shirts for the day in the office? Probably not. They've got enough branding out there. They've got enough multi-million dollars to be able to go and get adverts and sponsor football teams and cricket teams and rugby teams, and ultimately they have more than enough behind them to go and brand themselves. They don't need me walking around the streets of England wearing their clothing Monday to Friday. However, Rogers McHugh Recruitment is not yet known as the go-to construction, facilities management and business support agency in the world. If you looked at the Rogers McHugh logo and I asked a straw poll of 100 people in the UK what the logo was, I'd be pretty confident that unless I was asking somebody that worked for us or that was a client or a candidate of ours, the overwhelming response would probably be that they don't know what it is. So I'm on a mission to always be branding and to constantly be putting Rogers McHugh out there to make sure that everybody knows that it's the world's best, or is on the way to becoming the world's best recruitment agency for construction, facilities management and business support, and potentially anything else that we may go to in the future. And it got me thinking really, because how can that be sort of rolled out for consultants? Because it's not just business owners that watch this YouTube video. There's people that are looking at getting into recruitment, and there's people that are already in recruitment that run desks and that are very successful, or that would like to be more successful. And I think for me, it's about personal branding as well. How often are you putting yourselves out there on social media as being the go-to person in your market? How many people out there know that you exist? Or if you are indeed running a recruitment agency or a business of any kind really, who knows that you exist? Don't be the worst kept secret in the world. Make sure that you're shouting your brand and what you stand for from the rooftops, whether that be as a single consultant. You still have goals, motivators, values that you stand by, and make sure that you're shouting them from the rooftops so that people know what you stand for, and if they're working with you, what they're going to get. If you're running a business, get your brand out there. Make sure that people know who you are and know that you exist, because without brand awareness, it's a constant uphill battle. You're constantly pushing treacle up a hill. If you're running a desk and you don't utilise social media and you're just on the phone to people every day, it's hard work. You need to generate inbound leads. You need to generate a knowledge of what you do. You need to get your brand out there, because if you can start getting inbound leads as well as the leads that you get from outreach to people, it makes your job a hell of a lot easier. If you work within a specific niche, you want the best candidates in that market to be coming to you for opportunities. If you work in a specific niche, you want the clients within that niche to come to you and reach out to you when they've got an opportunity, so it's not constantly you having to reach out. And I think that's really important, whether that be in the clothes that you wear, in the fact that you speak out on LinkedIn or other social platforms and shout about what you do. Whether that be that you have a YouTube channel and you utilise that to try and get your word out there, make sure that you're doing things that not everybody does, utilising all the opportunities open to yourself in order to build up your market, build up your brand, and get your awareness out there, because without that, it really is a difficult job. And like I say, that's whether you're a consultant running a desk, that's whether you're a resourcer filling jobs, that's whether you're a business owner looking at growing a business. It all feeds into the same thing. People need to know who you are, what you do, what you stand for, and brand awareness needs to be at the forefront of that. So for me, I won't stop pushing the Rogers McHugh brand until we are the known go-to agency in construction, facilities management and business support. And I won't stop until people are using the Rogers McHugh logo on a sign saying, do you know who this is, and do you know who this is, and we're up there along with the likes of Nike and McDonald's and Ralph Lauren and whoever else is out there at the minute that brands are iconic and are known worldwide, whether it be Vodafone. You know them yourselves, there's hundreds of brands out there that the logo is synonymous, and I want the Rogers McHugh brand to be synonymous with recruitment, and I won't stop until I get there, and that's why I'll continue to come to work in the Rogers McHugh polo shirt until I've succeeded in that mission. For you guys, make sure that you're pushing your brand, make sure that you're pushing your values, make sure that you're getting your name out there, make sure that people understand what you stand for, and make sure that you get people inquiring to you and it's not constantly you going out to the market, because that's when you go from being an okay biller to a fantastic biller. That's when you go from having an okay business to a phenomenal business, and that's how you make the progress. So, hope you've enjoyed this week's episode. If you have, feel free to like the video. Leave comments if there's anything that you feel I've missed out on the video. But most importantly, I implore you all, please subscribe to the channel. And we're trying to grow the subscribers at the minute. The YouTube algorithms love subscribers, so the higher number of subscribers we can get, the more people will see these videos and the more people will be helped out within the recruitment space. So thank you very much for watching this week. I look forward to seeing you again next week.